Three, two, one. Greetings, friends, and welcome back to the Small Brand Podcast. Today we are in a train station in Ordos, China, where we just explored the world's biggest abandoned city for 2.5 days. Turns out it's not abandoned. It has a decent amount of people. They all come out at night. It's a little more complicated than the Forbes article would have you believe. Yeah, sir. No problem. Everyone wants to talk here. It's crazy. So many interactions with locals. It's becoming exhausting. But yeah, it's basically like a coal town. It's a Boomtown. They built in 2010, I think. And the thing with China is like they don't give a fuck about the environment. They do. They have actually a lot of electric cars, electric scooters. Actually, they have really clean air everywhere I've been, but I've been outside of the big cities. It's so hot in this train station, man. They don't air condition their train stations. I don't know why. They have all this money, all this coal money, all this dirty oil money. They can't spend it on a few fucking HVAC units. Or HVAC, whatever. HVAC. Yeah, that's right. But no, Ordos was a trip. It was like, it's a coal town, right? So they found coal here. It's their number one thing in the economy. I think I'm just making this up, but it's like a huge part of their economy. They found the coal and they're like, all right, we're going to build this new city. So there's Ordos North, Ordos South, Ordos Old City, Ordos New City. And Kangbashi, the new city, is where I'm at. It's super ornate, massive statues, beautiful parks, huge buildings. They light up. There's magnificently ornate like light fixtures and like art installations and massive parks, self-driving cars, self-driving buses, self-driving ice cream trucks. I mean, you can just tell they have money, dude. You can tell they have serious cake here in Ordos. And it's something that like would never happen in the U.S. Like I feel like with the way the economy is going, with the way like the environment is going, we're trying to get away from coal and stuff like that. But China's like, nah, bitch, we're going to fucking mine the fuck out of the sun. We're getting all the fucking money. We're going to build a new city. Like imagine if you were in like Topeka, Kansas or like Oklahoma City and they're like, hey, by the way, we found oil. So we're going to like make a brand new city 25 miles away and call it the same city, but it's just a different district. So they're trying to move all these people down here. They like coerce them into living here with like moving all the hospitals and the best schools and like all these public amenities. People live tax free. The rent is cheap. Like there's so many incentives the government has like used to kind of coerce the people. Honestly, like moving a hospital 25 miles south is a fucking flex, dude. It's like serious coercion tactics right there. Like, oh yeah, you fucking having a heart attack? Too bad. Drive 45 minutes south. Like absolutely insane. And like I don't know, I feel like it's just a testament to like China's vastness and their like booming economy. Like, you know, you always hear about it in the news, and China is a place that like you hear so much about growing up. I mean, the first I ever heard of China was like, oh, you know, you're at the beach and your dad's like, oh, you're going to dig a hole to China. And you know, and you're like, oh, this place that's on the other side of the planet. And it comes up constantly throughout your life in politics, economics, like wars and like technology and like, I don't know, China's on the cutting edge of a lot of things. And I feel like it's the topic of a lot of conversations in the West. So I feel like it's really good to actually come here and see it for myself because I thought I had it figured out. It's like the classic example, right? Like it was the same when I went to Iraq. Like you think you know, but I mean, honestly, even Iraq wasn't nearly as like jarring or eye-opening as this was because I had a feeling Iraq was better than the media portrayed it because it's always war, right? And there's always another side to it. But China, like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I just bought into the fucking propaganda. But it worked on me. And I was like, oh, the people aren't going to be friendly. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be really hard to get around, which it has been extremely hard to get around. But in like a fun way, in the challenging way. I feel like when I was in Japan and Korea for so long, I mean, almost over 3 months, almost 4 months, I think, I was in that part of the world. And they, you know, they share a lot of culture and stuff like that and history, some really fucked up history. But I think coming to China has been like a great change of pace because it's like, it's kind of sharpened me up once again. It's almost like the India of East Asia. It's like that part of the world on hard mode. It's like East Asia on hard mode. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right. Ah, fuck. I think we might be going. I think that might be it. Fuck, how long have we been recording? How long have we been recording, sir? Well, anyways, I should probably wrap this up pretty soon. Fucking hell. But anyways, like, I've just been so amazed at the hospitality of the people. Holy fucking shit. Trying to film a podcast here, you fuck. Alright, is that enough? Alright, come on, do another one, let's go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Yep. We get it. Get on the train, we get it. Alright, one more. Are you done? There we go. Alright. Are you done? God damn it. Okay. Well, all this goes to say, like, China has completely blown my expectations out of the water. I was fully expecting to come here and it be like an India situation where it's dirty, the people aren't friendly, they're pushy, it's hard to get around. But it's been completely the opposite. Well, not completely the opposite, because it has been very challenging to get around, but in a good way. It's like in a way that's refreshing, and I actually really needed it. I was getting way too comfortable in Japan. You know, I know some of the language. I lived there. You know, I just spent 3 months there, so I was getting not burnt out on Japan. Well, maybe burnt out is the right word. But just a little too comfortable. You know what I mean? And I feel like China has just completely broken the mold in so many amazing ways. And it's a place that, you know, I was living in Japan, and you always hear Japanese people like talking shit about Chinese people, and like it's just a thing. Like East Asian people, I think Asian people in general, actually most people in the world are just fucking racist as hell. So I think in Japan, hearing all this negative press about China, I thought I had it figured out, right? And then you come here, and it just completely breaks all the molds of what you thought it could be. I mean, the people are insanely friendly. I mean, sometimes, yeah, they stare and stuff, but if you just wave hello, it'll completely break down any, like, tension or whatever. Gotta be really careful with my timing here because I could miss the train. But yeah, guys, Ordos was incredible. And like I said, it really just speaks to, like, it's a boomtown. It's an oil town in the 21st century. In 2024, they have a fucking boomtown. Right? They found oil and they're like, build a fucking city. And they built the city for 1 million people. Extremely ambitious real estate project. All these companies went into a ton of debt. The local government went into billions of dollars of debt just to build this place. And nobody moved in for like 10 years. And then they started going like, how are we going to get people to move here? All right, let's move the hospitals and the schools. And let's give them tax breaks. But I mean, you'll see in the video, like still, it's partially abandoned. And the places that are empty are fucking weird because they're so ornate. Dude, I'm looking at light fixtures right now that are like 35 feet high. Like, why do you need a chandelier on a 35-foot light fixture? I don't know. There's a bunch of Mongol statues. There's skyscrapers with LED displays all over them, and they're still building, guys, and people are still moving here. So honestly, maybe come to Ordos. Maybe buy some property in Ordos because the way it's going right now, you're going to be fucking set for life. You want that oil money? You want that blood money? Huh? All right, good. The queue is still there. All right. But no, guys, I just couldn't believe how friendly Chinese people were. We were in Dalian and Dandong. I recorded a podcast about that, but I lost like 3/4 of it, so I'm probably going to have to re-record that at some point. But, you know, we've kind of been outside of the tourist kind of path, you know, Beijing, Shanghai, like Hong Kong and shit like that. And I feel like it's paid dividends. Like, people are always just so happy to meet you. They don't speak any goddamn English. There's no English here. It's probably the least English-speaking country I've ever been to. And it's fucking based. It's so cool. They don't give a fuck about the West. They don't give a fuck about the environment. They're like, yeah, you guys are doing your thing. We have our own world. We're not going to disclose COVID numbers. We're not going to talk about, you know, political issues that we don't want to. We're in control. This is our fucking world. Welcome to China, bitch. It's almost like Texas. It's like Texas in East Asia. It's like the most Asian place you can go. It's like the epicenter of so much East Asian culture and history. I mean, it's the most powerful dynasty, empire, whatever you want to call it. And they're still fucking taking over the world. It's insane. Like, China is just such a trip. again, it's like Texas, guys. It's like they don't give a fuck about outsiders. They're not learning your culture. It's huge. Everything is massive. I mean, this is the smallest train station we've been in, and it's still gargantuan. We were in one the other day in a random fucking city. I don't remember what it was called. I think it was Shenyang maybe, where you can see like half a mile of just empty space that they're using as a train station. I mean, it's just absolutely mind-blowing. China has been one of the most enriching, rewarding experiences traveling in my entire life. It's like so educational to come here and be like, actually, I was fucking wrong. The news, you know, they focus on the political side of things, which I can't really speak on for a variety of reasons. But the interpersonal flavor, the food, the environment, everything. It's been absolutely mind-blowing and a pleasure to come to China. So I'm simping for China now. China number one. Japan, step aside. You've been dethroned. No, it's hard to say. I've only been here 8 days and only saw like a little sliver of the country. But honestly, that's another part of it. Are we good on time? I really am anxious that I will miss this. Okay. The train leaves in 15 minutes. We're good. I got another 2-3 minutes in me. No, that's another thing about China. It's like Texas. It's just huge. It's like the U.S. of East Asia. It really is. Like, there's so much. I've been on the train, you know, probably in total, like, probably 20 hours on the train looking at the Chinese countryside. I almost said Japanese. Almost slipped up there. And I almost mentioned the number 2 country in East Asia. No, but it's just, they have so much space. They have so much farmland. The industry is booming here. They have bunches of mines. Like, they're expanding. They're growing. Their economy is booming. It's really just an impressive country. And I can't wait to go back. So that's it from China, guys. I've officially simped for the new number 1 country in East Asia. The Texas of East Asia. Did you ever think you'd be hearing a comparison of Texas to China? Well, here it is, guys. All right, guys, that's it. I got to get on my train. Bye-bye. I love you. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much. I love you. Bye-bye.